No longer a private event.
Well, it's just going to my YouTube channel. So
I just noticed I'm sitting in front of my library with my canned foods. You see that? That's in my living room.
totally fine.
I know, isn't that weird? Everybody that comes over says, Debbie, you don't have room in your cupboard for your canned goods? Said, no, I don't.
You can put some miracle sets in front of it when you're doing the video.
You know what? I'm thinking I'm gonna clean that out and put some there. But that was all COVID stuff. That was my
Oh.
leftovers from COVID. So I just, was storing up. Because
I want to welcome you guys to the new year in Mary Kay. Get excited. Happy New Year.
Yay!
Happy New Year. You all finished last month. Amazing. Just absolutely incredibly almost 11,000 in production. Like seriously. Oh my gosh.
wow.
I'm sorry I haven't gotten all the month end stuff done, but it's so why don't we go around the table and we're gonna pretend like I'm your fairy godmother and I can like grant all wishes. Okay, so I want to know your name, I want to know how long you've had your business, and then if I was your fairy godmother or you had a fairy godmother and you could ask for one thing, what is the one thing you would like ask for? Okay, and we'll start with Debbie.
Hello everyone. I'm Debbie Lawless, and I've had my Mary Kay business for 13 months, and I would wish for a pink Cadillac.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
In fact, that's what my son asked me. He said, Mom, are you going to just sell or are you going to climb the ladder and get a pink Cadillac? And I said, well, I don't know about the pink Cadillac. And he goes, why not? You can do it. So there
Love
you go.
it. All right. So Mandy has now joined us. And the question is, if I was your fairy godmother and I could wave a magic wand, what is it that you would want? So you get to think for a second. Donna, you're next, girl. And you're muted, so you got to unmute.
Okay. I'm the amazing Donna Hardin. Yay. And I've had my business for 16 years, I think. 16. Yeah. And in December it'll be 17. I could be a teenager. Anyway, I don't know what I'd wish for. Oh my goodness.
Nobody said Mary Kay. I just said magic wand.
I know. I was just trying to think. I think I would just want $1 million so I could help other people.
Just 1 million?
At least one. I don't want to be greedy. Fairy godmother.
Okay. All right, Alicia, it's your turn.
My name is Alicia Lyons. I've had my business for 13 3/4 of a year. I feel like a teenager saying that. I'm 5 3/4. And then wave a magic wand, or was there another question?
I know that's the question.
Okay, you know that song by Nickelback, Rockstar?
Yeah, that's your freaking ringtone.
Right.
Has been your ringtone for a decade or however long.
So, well, it's not like I'm there when I call you. You know how he says, I want a credit card with no limit? So I don't like that because you have to pay credit cards back. I want a bank account with no limit.
Okay, all right. I love these dreams. I love them so much.
That's a good one. I like that one.
I love them so much. And Mandy, it is your turn, girl, and you're muted. You're muted.
I've had my business for 1 year and 4 months, and I would like to wave 165 pounds.
Yes.
Make it happen, fairy godmother.
Okay.
That's another good one.
Well, Nancy is just joining us, and
Without the skin drop.
yes, it would have it all just go right into place. Nancy, we are saying our name, how long we've had our business, and I'm your fairy godmother. And if I could wave a magic wand, what is the one thing that you want that I could wave my magic wand and make happen?
Hi, everyone. I am that ever so fabulous Nancy Pilot, and my apologies for tuning in late. But I've been building my business for 7 years, and I just got through talking about how many recruits I would like to have by the end of this year. But if you were my fairy godmother and I could have any wish that I want, my wish would be to become a sales director before the end of this month.
Oh, wonderful.
That's my wish.
Woo! Magic wand.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm Mimi Novak. Yeah, had my business for how long have I had my business? Going on 22 years, something like that. Holy cannoli. Mine's twofold. So I'm like Mandy, but I'm gonna say, make me like 130 pounds. Like, wow, that would be amazing.
Oh, God.
Wouldn't that just be amazing? And then make me a national sales director. So they have to happen at the same time. Boom. Those are the
There you
things.
go.
All right.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Now, do you see how every single one of you is smiling, thinking about the fairy godmother wish? Like, look at that. Everybody's smiling, thinking about the fairy godmother wish. I love it. Or maybe you're laughing at mine. I don't know, whatever. But here's the deal. I'm gonna do things a little backwards today. And I'm coughing.
Backing it up.
Okay, so Young, do you know that thoughts become things?
Yes.
Thoughts become things. The story that you tell yourself is the life that you live. So if you're telling yourself, give me an example of something that you could tell yourself that is a negative thing that we tell ourselves. Somebody be brave and unmute. And what's a negative thing that we're in our pink bubble, we're safe? What's a negative thing that you tell yourself or that somebody might tell themselves?
Everything I eat goes straight to my hips.
There you go. Okay, not only is that what we talked about, but it's also an absolute everything. Everyone hates me. Everything's this, or nobody's answering the phone, right? Is that even possible that everything goes to my hips? Maybe. Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. What's another lie we tell ourselves? What's another thought that becomes a thing? That's a negative thought that becomes a thing.
You know what? I still wrestle with, I can't do this. I'm
What's
too
that?
old.
Say it again.
I can't do this, and I'm too old. That's what I wrestle with even now still.
Okay.
I have days where I feel very old. So, and it's like, oh, do I have the energy to continue this? That's sometimes how I feel.
Okay. Has anybody ever felt that way? Yes, right? Okay. So
Don't make absolute statements.
yes.
I know.
Because let me tell you this. Does anybody know what absolute zero temperature is?
Absolute
for it, Maddie.
zero temperature?
Cold.
But absolutely.
Minus 456 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh. Wow.
So when we say we're freezing to death, we're not.
Yeah, we're not. And right now, I don't think any of us are going to even be thinking of freezing to death.
Maybe we should think absolute zero and stay cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're starting a brand new Mary Kay year. And you know, I say this twice a year. We are really lucky, we're really blessed that we get to have 2 fresh starts every year. We've got January 1st and July 1st. Okay. And I'm going to present a couple of ideas to you that you can choose to run with or not. 100% up to you. Okay. So I'm going to present an idea and I'm going to tell you what I did with it because I've been working on this for about a week now. Pivotal moments. I want to encourage you to find yourself a journal, something that makes you happy. Okay. This is my journal. It makes me happy. It's really pretty. It's pink and blue and it has butterflies. Nancy's got hers there. Okay.
That's very pretty.
Okay. And I want to encourage you to every day increase your awareness on pivotal moments. Well, what the heck is a pivotal moment? Okay. Does anybody want to throw out there what they think a pivotal moment might be?
Something that, something that you hold with high regard or something like that. I don't know. Something that's going to stay in your head.
Okay. And is it necessarily a good thing?
No.
No. Okay. So I'm going to give you an example. You may or may not know that I struggle with depression. Okay. And so I took my daughter, Abigail, and her best friend, Manet. I took them to Santa Cruz this weekend, okay, to go to the boardwalk. And I hadn't really thought too much about the fact that when we got to the boardwalk, I was just going to let them go and do their thing all day long. Okay.
Oh no.
All day long. And when we got there and I realized, like, okay, this is a pivotal moment because being on just coasting without thinking, we get into what's the word I want? We're just in neutral. We're just soaring out there. We're just doing our thing without thought. Okay. It's like a habit.
Autopilot.
Autopilot.
Is this
Thank
my
you, Alicia.
class? Good, because I like this ice.
So I'm on, if I was on autopilot, what I would do is I would start having all this negative talk to myself. Oh my gosh, here I am. I'm at the boardwalk. We're going to be here like 10 hours. I'm all by myself. What am I going to do? This is so sad. My life is so sad. Blah, blah, blah. You get it? Okay. Mm-hmm. Can anybody relate to that? What yes. I could have told myself, right?
Yes.
Now I'm going to tell you for real, hand to God, I had the best freaking day. I had the best day by myself at the boardwalk. Okay.
Oh,
because number one, yes, I realize this is a pivotal moment that I get to choose. Okay. How the thoughts that become things, the story I want to live. How do I want this to play out? Okay. How do I want this day to be? Because my day was all about them having a blast. I just wanted them to have fun, right? I wasn't thinking about myself. Anyway, so I got creative. I did bring a book with me, and I walked on the beach, and I did almost 15,000 steps back and forth on the boardwalk.
Oh, wow.
But I started, like looking around for things to be grateful for, grateful within myself, grateful. So gratitude. Okay. Gratitude is huge. So I just wanted to share with you that this journal that I have here is many things, but one of the things it is my gratitude journal. And so I want to encourage you that if you want, that fairy godmother, that I can't wave a wand and make anything happen in anybody else's life. Whose life can I control?
My own.
My own, right? And whose life can you control?
My own.
My own, right? We can all only control our own lives. So if you want something different to play out, you've got to grab the reins and be in control of it. And does that just happen overnight? No. Okay. Quite often, I personally find myself, if, like I said, I struggle with being depressed. Okay. So I will catch myself. My old story is I catch myself when I'm already down in the dumps. Oh, I guess it happened again. Okay. But on Saturday, I realized this is a situation and that I would normally become very down. And I chose to make it a great day. And it truly, truly was a great day. Okay. Does this make sense to you?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to
Yes.
think about you and your own self and becoming aware of pivotal moments in your own life and write them down. They don't have to be so significant. It doesn't have to be like something major. I went to the boardwalk. It could just be, my husband looked at me funny and it makes me wonder, do I not look good in this top? You know what I mean? And do we do that? Anybody do that? What, does he not like my outfit? Didn't he notice my haircut? I'm wearing new eyeshadow. Didn't he notice? Alicia says, a gratitude practice has a scientific explanation why it rewires your brain to think more positive. I'm going to show you. I'm just going to take a random piece of paper here. Here, it's a closing sheet. Okay. This is our brain. Okay. For any idea. Okay. It's like a folded piece of paper. Okay. And we naturally, because we have however many years old you are. Okay. I'm 57 years old. I have 57 years of building a habit that goes down this paper, this line, this fold. Does this make sense? Okay. I don't even have to think it's like breathing. It just happens. But if I continue down that path and I want something different in my life, I have to change the tape. I have to rewire my brain and I have to create a new pathway, right? I have to get rid of this pathway, the original one, and purposefully create this new one. You following what I'm saying with my very technical demonstration here? Okay. So I know I'm not going to be perfect, finding these pivotal moments, but I want to encourage you that if you want something different, what do we got to do is something different, right? So grab yourself a journal, sticky notes, whatever, do something where you're like, this is one of those pivotal moments. Okay. Where I know I don't talk to people about some of these things. Okay. If my kid is sad, guess what happens to me? What do you think happens to me if my kid is sad?
You're sad too.
Oh, I'm 10 times sadder than she is. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm learning to work through that. Because she owns her feelings and I get to own my feelings. Right. And so that is a really big one of these things that I'm trying to rewire in my brain to be a new neural pathway. Kind of making sense?
Mm-hmm.
So if you can even find just one thing a day where you're like, this is one of those things that she was talking about. I'm noticing it. Okay. And maybe you don't, maybe you don't, you go through the day and you don't notice one of these pivotal moments. At least find things that you're grateful for. Okay. Alicia, since you said this, a gratitude practice, would you like to say anything about the gratitude practice?
You guys are familiar with the reticulative activated system?
So who?
So when you buy a new car, what do you start seeing everywhere? That car that you just bought, right? Like, or the color of it.
Oh,
So you like, or you decide you want to Mary Kay Chevy Malibu, or what is it now? Cruise.
Tracks.
So what?
The tracks. Go on.
So then you start seeing that car everywhere. So that's the RAS, reticulative activated system. I can't say it, so I just
Reticular activator.
Thank you. Reticular activated system, something. Anyway, so basically
Mm.
the reason that you start seeing that car everywhere is because you've told your brain that it's important. So if you start your day with 3 things that you're grateful for and try not to repeat them every day, try to be super specific. So instead of like my house, my kids, my husband, like what about your husband made you grateful for him that day? What did your kid do that made you grateful for them that day? What about your house? I'm super grateful that my house feels really cool because it's what, 100 some degrees outside.
Yeah.
So like I am super grateful that my air conditioner works today. So, but starting your day with 3 things to be grateful for, your brain thinks, oh, Donna's really interested in things to be grateful for. Let me show her other opportunities to feel grateful about. That's what the RAS does.
And what she is talking about, it comes from a book that I was going to grab, but it's in my room, so I didn't want to go that far away. But it's part of, you guys have heard of The Secret?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So this is part of The Secret, and it's called The Magic. I don't know if you can see that, but it's it's Alicia and I talk about this kind of stuff. It's like all different authors talk about the same concept and their own different version. But what she's saying is find 3 things that you're grateful for today, and then tomorrow find 3 more things and build upon it, and then all of a sudden what you're seeing in your world, you're not seeing all the negative things. You're seeing more, you're seeing things that you're grateful for. Am I on the right track, Alicia?
Yeah, I learned it from a friend, so she probably learned it from The Secret, but like you said, it's from books and different books, and everybody has the same information. They just put their spin on it. But it also like there's a Chinese proverb that is too long to go into, but basically good things come from bad things and bad things come from good things. So we label a situation as this is good, but it can lead to something that's bad. But a bad thing, like if I look back at my life, I can pinpoint some bad things, but I wouldn't have a lot of the good things in my life if those bad things didn't happen. And I couldn't possibly appreciate the good things in my life right now if I didn't experience those negative things. Like Mimi and her job.
Yeah.
There's no way that she could have appreciated her Mary Kay business as much as she does had she not had the experience of
My last job. Yeah.
that last job.
Truth. So I hope some of this lands with you. If you just pick one concept of getting yourself a journal and writing just when you go to bed at night, 3 things you were grateful for the day. And then in the morning when you get up, read it out loud, and practice this every day. Guys, telling you, makes a huge difference. So that was one thing I wanted to talk about. And now I thought, now I've got anything that you guys want to say about all that before I move into all the Mary Kay stuff, because it's a new year. Anybody have anything to add? Comment? Okay. So I'm going to start by going to the Believe page. Which is not that. All right. So I posted this morning. This is Tony Robbins. You guys probably know that. And this quote was sent to me this morning. It says, success is doing what you want, when you want, where you want, with whom you want, as much as you want. Okay. So I had put on here, here's what I'm going to say is take that same journal. Okay. And define, we're at the beginning of a new year, and I'm not saying make resolutions, but I am saying define for your own self what success looks like for you. Okay. Some people want to aim at a pink Cadillac, and some people want to aim for being debt free. Okay. Well, in our Mary Kay world, being debt free will probably come with a pink Cadillac. Does that make sense to you? But maybe the pink Cadillac isn't your thing. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But what is success to you? Is it having the goal that your director says, or is it like, there's things in my life that I would like to be able to do, like help other people, or remodel my house, or I can't speak for you. But my phone is trying to speak for me. So I want to very much encourage you to do some of these exercises, because if you want something different, this is one way to make them happen. Okay. Because it starts in our mind.
I just thought of something. I thought, how nice would it be if I could place my order and order what I wanted for me? And I did that this time.
Isn't that fantastic? Yay. Love it.
Without using my credit card.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
There was enough in my propay account to get what I wanted.
Good. And now the idea is to be able to do that every month, keep building. So I'm doing something really big here. Okay. I texted this to y'all. Now, this is not authentic, but it is very, very close to authentic. And I will have it in my possession in like 2 weeks. But it's really nice. Okay. It's a Louis Vuitton. Okay. It's a knockoff Louis, but it's a really nice knockoff. Okay. So it's not a cheap knockoff. Let me just be very clear about that. This is not a cheap $20 thing. Okay. Which is why this is a 3-month thing. So when we achieve 30,000 wholesale from July to September, July, August, September, that means 10,000 a month, which is what we've been doing. Okay. Hello, get excited. Then
as a team or individually?
As a unit. Yeah, we've been doing 10,000. So you're going to get entries to move this thing for every 100 wholesale that you put in. And I'm going to track the entries. You don't even have to worry about it. You can track your own, but I just want you to know I'm going to track it. Anytime you add a new team member, anytime you do a share with me, when you move up the career path. So like, let's say you add a team, you do a share, that's one, then she signs, that's another, and it moves you up the career path, that's another. Okay, that's 3 entries for doing one thing. When you complete your monthly power up prize, which the old SOAR prize, okay, then you're going to get an entry. And when you finish star and move up in star, you're going to get entries. Okay. So, and then when we complete 30,000, then by the end of September, then I will give this away. I'll do a live drawing on Believe page. Okay. Pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Get excited. Okay. If you don't want it, then I will keep it. It's a nice bag. Okay. These are the bags that National, Lily, and Leah have been giving away. They've been doing a backpack. I didn't want to do a backpack, so this is what I'm doing.
Is that like is it as big as like a tote or something like that?
It's not quite a tote bag size. It's a perfect purse size. It's a perfect purse size.
Do you know what is it made out of? I don't even know what Louis Vuitton is. So
well, if you were to try to buy this purse, it's like but you know what? I'm not going to say for sure, but I believe it's around $1,000.
Oh, my
Okay.
word.
Now, this is not a real one. This is a very high quality knockoff. Okay. But it is not cheap. So,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm not
All
a
right.
purse person, but that's nice. Yeah.
It
that's-
is nice. It is
Yeah.
nice. Purse people know it's nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So have you guys been on In Touch today?
Not today.
Okay, well, this year, we're gonna, every month, the company's gonna give away, with the monthly selling challenge, come back, a logo prize that'll be different every single month. So this is a crossbody, and I thought, okay, this looks weird. I'm not even gonna lie, I thought it looked weird. And then I was on Katrina's, live this afternoon, and it's really cute, and it's not like the little white purse. It's like the size of a purse. So and you know, tell me, is the world getting more expensive out there?
Oh, God.
Yeah. So what used to be the 600 wholesale order, it's now 700. But what does that mean? That means that y'all are going to have more money in your pocket from selling product and getting a free gift, okay, from the company, okay? And when you do it every single month, you get, let me see if I can find it. There's, you know, it's a perpetual calendar with Mary Kay. It kind of looks like, it kind of looks like this. This is the old version. It's a new version.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is Words of Wisdom. Okay. So it's a new version, and it has a quote on every page. Okay. So when you do your power up prize every month, you'll get the new version of it at the end of the year. Okay. Make sense?
Look at your phone.
I'm looking at my phone. Hold on. Oh God. Okay, well, this isn't exactly the same purse, but the one that Mandy just sent me is $3,400.
Oh, my word.
It's a hobo bag.
Somebody, see, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. But I'm not a purse person, so.
So get your entries, okay? Okay. Hold on, I have to like look at my notes here. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So there's something I didn't say earlier. You know how we all have something inside of our head that stops us from, that prevents us from doing the thing that the fairy godmother would grant, that our fairy godmother wish. Would you guys agree? I'm not going to ask you to share what it is, but there's something inside of you that makes you stop. Yes?
Mhm.
Nancy says yes. Anybody else?
Yes.
Okay. So I heard this the other day. I've had all these downloads like into my brain, and I've been making these notes. You're supposed to be in charge. I'm supposed to be in charge. Not my subconscious. The subconscious is what stops us from doing the things that we dream of doing. Okay. And we're letting the subconscious be the driver, right? So it's time, like none of us are 19 years old. It's time to take that power back. Would you agree? And say, you know what? I just realized that I'm giving my power to something that I'm not even thinking about. It's just a habit that I can change. So the first thing to do is to realize what is that habit? What is that thing? And then to link arms with it and proceed forward. And none of us will be perfect at first or ever, really, but it's a journey, right? I don't know, thoughts.
You know, it may not even pertain to what tonight is, but I just have to say that last night I heard a clip from Gloria Mayfield Banks.
Mhm.
And I don't know, it resonated with me because she was talking about courage
Mhm. Mhm.
and how, you know, we have the fear of maybe going out and talking to people, but we have to realize that what we have, everybody wants. And that how lucky we are to have what we have, to be able to share it with other women. So that should really clear out our brain and get rid of our fear, because what we have, other women want. And we have to go through the numbers also to get the yeses, because if somebody says no, it's not personal to you at all.
Mhm.
You know, it's just, that's it. Do you want a piece of candy? No, thank you. Do you want a mint? No, thank you. That's all it is.
Mhm.
So, and I mean, it resonated with me because, you know, I get like that where, oh, I have to go out and I'm going to have to warm chat people. So I get kind of freaked out about walking up to somebody I don't know or something. But I think if you put the mindset in that you have what everybody wants, really. So don't be afraid, because if you get a no, it's okay. You know, you're not going to die or something. So I don't know.
I love
I
it.
just really, I don't know if that was everything that she said, because she said so much.
Mhm.
And it was like, oh my gosh, that is just so wonderful. You know, just having the courage and getting rid of the fear.
Well, and I'm glad you just said that, because thank you. And courage isn't eliminating fear; it's just in spite of fear that you might have.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
and when we have fear, I mean, we're all Christian women here. When we have fear, I mean, we're going to have fear. But if we choose to live in fear, then what are we telling God?
Oh, well, fear, he did not give us the spirit of fear.
Mhm. We're telling him we
So,
don't trust him.
exactly.
Yeah. Um, so like I said, I've had a lot of things downloaded to me in the last 24 hours. And typically we feel more fear when we're more sedentary in our business than when we are in motion. When we're in motion, we don't even really have time to really feel fear, because we're moving and we're doing stuff. So
I agree with that. I totally
I
agree with
think
that.
I think the verse that says perfect love casts out fear. So I think if we love more, love what we're doing more, then fear has no place to land. Perfect
I love
love,
that.
yeah, perfect love casts out fear. So it has no place when the love for what you, for who you love, for what you love, for what you do. I have no fear in my profession.
Mhm.
I know that I'm capable of doing it. If it doesn't come together, it's either something that it's usually out of my control. It's like I had an offer fall apart, but mine was the best offer. I really felt like mine was the best offer. So I didn't feel bad when I didn't get it. I did everything I could to get it. But I love what I do, so I continue to do it. You know, I love my Mary Kay, so I continue to do it. Am I the best? No, but if I keep pressing forward in what I love, then there's no place for fear to find a home and start creating the depressed Mandy that I can be very quickly when I don't keep my eyes on him, who loves me and said that I deserve an abundant life. And that word abundant is more than you can imagine, more than you can think. You know, anyway, I'm done. I'm off my soapbox.
No, you're great. You just made my heart so happy with everything you just said. I mean, seriously, that was perfect. Absolutely perfect.
You know, when just what Mandy was talking about, I was remembering that book, The Greatest Salesman in the World.
Yes.
That's
With
what
the
I was
scrolls.
remembering that. Yes. And
Mhm.
so it is. I mean, so it's very true. You know,
Mhm.
love is where it's at, really.
Yep.
Really, truly. Yeah.
Any final thoughts? Oh, wait, no, I'm not done. See, look, I got off track. I'm going to come back here. Here. Okay, I'm going to go to the calendar. And tomorrow night, Janice and Jillian Ortega they're doing a training. I'm pointing tomorrow night. I promise you will have all of these banner things, all these images, so you can see them more clearly. On your phone, you can click on them and grow them so that you can see them in the meantime. But tomorrow
good.
night, what's that?
I said, oh, good, because you can't hardly read them on the calendar at all.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, my thought is, let me get it out to you, and then because it was month end and year end and all that, and at least on your phone, if you click on it on your phone, you can. I'm like on my phone right now. You can at least make it bigger.
So
I don't-
next Monday, we're not having a meeting. We're doing the other one.
The year kickoff, yeah. So tomorrow, Janice is doing a focus and vision training. I hope that you will choose to be on that. I'm sure it's going to be, you know, she's very strategic, so I would encourage you to do that. You don't have to be on camera or anything. And the Zoom information is on there. I will get that to you in email tonight. And so the next Monday we have the kickoff with Katrina's group. And then every other Tuesday is Tip Tuesday with Lily Gotro on Zoom, not on Zoom, on YouTube. And it tells you here that you'll get the link that day. Okay. So you at least have the information. It's for you to share with your customers. You know, and it's YouTube. So they don't have to be watching it at that exact second. Okay. And they're like 10 or 15 minutes long. It's just like a blurb, a little bit of training on a product or a topic or whatever. And then you'll get the next one the next week. Okay. Good. So that if you're like, I want to watch something, then you've got it. Okay. You've got, we're going to do an in-person unit kickoff on Monday, the 15th at Toledo's in Clovis. Okay. Good. Unless you guys have a different place you'd like to go.
I love Toledo's.
I do too. Okay. And something a little different. The leadership call. So when you do 350 by the 15th, you get to be on with Megan Chapman. Let's see if I can get a better picture. Hold on. You get to be on with her on the 23rd at 6 o'clock. And this gal is like an influencer on Instagram, big time. Okay. So she's going to be she's a Prestige Circle sales director, and she's going to be doing our leadership call this month. Okay. Pretty cool. So plan on that. Back here. Okay, last thing, real quick. This is Lily doing this Nourished Spa Night. So if you want to get people on here with packets or without packets, it's totally up to you, but this is going to be really good. And then I've got 3 events that I'm going to do live on the Look Studio. Okay. And you'll have all these flyers tonight. Okay. Any questions, comments? Lots of stuff. Okay. All right. Let me make sure I still have this. Hold on. Oh, I might have lost it. Hold on. Darn it. Darn it. I had something saved on my phone, but then I clicked off of it that I was going to close with. Well, I'll tell you what the gist of it was. Okay. So you all are familiar with who Harrison Ford is, right? This is the closing. Okay. So I had a thing to read, but now I don't know where it is. So Harrison Ford came to Hollywood to be an actor, but when he arrived, like all these other people were coming to be actors and actresses also, right? So he realized that I need to be in this for the long haul. Okay, I'm kind of preaching to the choir here, but I want to put this in your mind. So what he realized is that I need to be able to pay my bills and do things, and still keep my foot in the door and still keep working in this acting thing that I really, really want. So he became a carpenter. Did you guys know that? Like, he was not a young man. He became a carpenter, and he ended up being like the carpenter to the directors and the stars. Okay. Which is how he ended up kind of getting his foot in the door to become the actor that he became. But the other people around him were trying to do this acting thing really super fast. It has its place, but you've also got to do the work. So that was kind of his message is, be in it for the long haul, which you all obviously are. So anyway, I just thought it was kind of cool, and I didn't know that. So that's my closing. Sorry, I didn't have it to read. It was very smart when I was reading it. All right, guys, go book something. Okay. Let's make this happen. Let's like have an amazing July. And it's 4th of July week. Oh my gosh. Okay. So be safe, have fun. Nancy, you want to show off your arm?
You just lose 2,500.
Nancy had surgery. So, all right, guys, have a
My
great
hand
night.
was getting sweaty, so I apologize. But when are you available for phone interviews? I have a young lady that just messaged me right now.
All you got, text me and we'll figure it out. Like I'm very flexible. I'm bendy. Can do whatever. Okay.
Okay. All
So,
right.
all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's have some interviews. All right. All right. Mwah. Love you.